Okay, here's another screwed up thing about, I don't know where the F they got their copper from, but frickin' Mr. Cool, this stuff is crap. It is so thin and it's so brittle that every time I try to expand their copper, and I'm using the same swage tool I've been using on all my copper that I've been using for the last several years, and I keep rotating it. You just expand it when you come across really, especially fragile copper. You just expand it a little bit. So you just do a little bit, you expand the jaws, and then you do a small rotation, and then you do it again. You expand the jaws and you stretch it evenly around. So if you have a brittle copper, you don't get this. But I cannot rotate or do it a little bit at a time, and it still splits no matter what I do. These people, and out of these, so 3 of these had leaks right out of the back when cutting out the Mr. Cool automatic ends. So here's the ends that I cut out because I'm gonna silver braze them and extend the lines instead of this bullshit that they have on here. So out of the 4, 3 of them were leaking, and only 1 still had its charge in it. He bought these brand new from Mr. Cool. Out of one of his extensions that he put this on, 1 of them are leaking right at you could see the oil coming through on this one. So he's lost partial charge, and that's one of the reasons his unit is just eating up power. It's just trying to cool, so it just overspins because it's leaking. And yeah, F you, Mr. Cool. I feel this is probably the last person I help who owns a Mr. Cool. After this, I tell everybody, I go to the Home Depot parking lot and pick up one of the guys off the parking lot to go do your system. That's about all Mr. Cool deserves. Yeah, every time I come across a Mr. Cool, it's a nightmare. I mean, the shit, it works sometimes, and for the people who get one and they put it together, it works great the first time. That's great. But for the people who don't, compared to the stuff's out there because they don't know any better, and yeah, no, Mr. Cool, yeah, you can stuff this shit where the sun don't shine.